I have the pleasure to be here with Nicola Ricciardi. He is the new Artistic Director of Miart. There is a lot to be excited on this topic, and we are inside this outstanding historical place, artistic place for this press conference. So we would like to hear from you which are the main creative outputs that you bring on the table for this edition?
Sure. Well, first and foremost, it's a pleasure to be here. And I would like to start from the title of this edition, which is Crescendo, which is a musical term, but also translated as growing in Italian. And growth is probably the key feature of this year's Miart, because there's a huge growth in terms of application that we receive, more than double than in Miart 2022. There's consequently a growth in the number of galleries that we're hosting in Miart 2023, a growth of international galleries. I'm super excited to welcome back a number of blue chip galleries such as, I don't know, Perrotin or Esther Schipper, Gregor Steiger, and Nino Mir, and so on and so forth. There's a growth in terms of the quality of the project that we receive. There's a growth also in the number of things that we're doing outside the fair, which is also key to me, because what we're trying to do is really to work in synergy with the city of Milan and its incredible institution. One of the big novelty, the news of this edition is the fact that we're actually working together with La Triennale Milano, which is the main museum dedicated to design in Milan, and will be the house of Miart during the days of the fair. So it will be the place where we do all our talks and initiatives and performance and so on and so forth. There's a growth in terms of prizes and awards and commission that we will have during Miart. There's a growth in number of directors and curators that are coming. We already have a number of top art professionals confirmed, such as Massimiliano Gioni, Ralph Rugolf, the directors of institutions such as Beals, or Mudam, the director of the National Portrait Gallery in London, just to name just a few of them. So again, growth, crescendo, which to us it's not a goal, but it's just a step, because our goal is really to keep in this upward trajectory and build even a stronger and more international fair in the future.
You have such a relevant track records of experiences, not only here in Italy but also abroad. But I want to know which is your perspective on the new contemporary art made in Italy?
I would say that there is a growing interest from international institutions for Italian artists. There is, of course, a general growth in the interest in paintings, and there are a huge number of young Italian painters that are actually making the scene out there. And I'm extremely confident. I would say that this is, from my perspective, one of the more lively moments for young Italian artists. And I really do hope that we see even more exhibition of Italian artists outside the Italian borders. And again, I'm optimistic. I can say this also because I see the works that have been brought to Miart in the past and what is brought today for the Miart 2023 edition, and it gives me a lot of hope in terms of what we can do as a system also for Italian artists in the future.
And just a little spicy question for you. What do you think about the selection of the museum directors that goes towards an international figure rather than Italians? Why that?
I don't see this as a problem per se. I would say that what's important is that we find the right director for the right institution, right? It could be Italian, it could be international. It doesn't really matter. I have to say that there are a number of great Italian directors that are actually leading institutions outside the borders of Italy. Massimiliano Gioni, just to name one, but there are like dozens of Italian directors in international institutions. So I don't see any problem in doing the vice versa, so hosting international directors within the Italian institutions.
Yeah, and the digital question at this point, how do you see the digital communication could be good tools, a good occasion to spread in the world the Miart, also art, digital art. So
Yeah, to be completely honest with you, I'm a very analog person, not a very digital one, but it's indeed a tool that has been extremely useful and powerful in spreading the word about, especially young emerging talents out there. So I'm supportive. Again, I'm not very digital per se, but I'm extremely happy that this tool has been used in so many very creative ways.
So thank you a lot for this conversation. We're gonna meet us up again
Sure.
inside Miart in that occasion.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.